Welcome on Sunday morning. Great to have you with me. Lovely to be with you. Hope you're okay and had a pleasant Saturday. And let's see if we can finish the weekend off in style today. This is Peter Sanjevich live with you from my office. We're on the early shift, as they say, the dawn chorus. It's a Sunday morning around about 7:30 a.m. And many thanks indeed for calling through. Got my little dog bed in the corner there. If you can see it, that's Molly's bed. But Molly at the moment is not here. She's in another room doing what was very pleasant, sleeping. So she's having a little bit of a sleep. She tends to walk around at night. She has a pond around, checking if everyone's all right. And she's a bit of a wanderer. That used to be a song, didn't it? A rock and roll song, The Wanderer, Dean and the Belmonts. Well, let's see if we can rock and roll to the payout counter, shall we? Rock and roll to the payout counter. I've got 4 bets here. They're all on the nose to win today. Come on, let's get going and let's get moving and grooving, as they say. 2 bets at Kempton, straight on the nose to win. Let's crank this thing up. 1 at Sedgefield and 1 at my favourite hunting ground of Naas. And I'll give you all 4 of those straight win bets in Una Memento, Signor. I shall give you all 4 in just one moment. Then I'll be back to you at 6 tonight, the old Tom Mix, because on Monday we are severely going to play the orchestra of winners. We are really going to get the baton out and we are going to bang them bookies big time, because I've already got 3 big bets lined up. 3 big bets, and they look like being around 10 to 1, 10 to 1, 10 to 1, which add up to a grand piano. It means 1,000 to 1 treble. Now, I tell you, Monday's going to be a quiet day, apparently. But not for me, they're not. They're my absolutely most profitable day, believe it or not. Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays. This record is not stopped. It's Monday and Friday, my most profitable day overall in the last 20 years. And I can tell you one of the reasons why, because when I started my Peter's Racing Tips website up, which was over a year ago now, on the very first day, the very, very, very first day, was a Monday. And what happened? 1,000 to 1 treble. That's exactly what happened. 3 10 to 1 folks all went in. Job done, JD. They all went in. Job done. 3 10 to 1s. And I tell you what, it could have been even better, because there was one other also that didn't win, but 3 did. 1,000 to 1 treble. Very first day, my petersracingtips.com. Hit the back of the net big time. Enough to make people last a year in profit, let alone anything else. But tomorrow, history could repeat itself on this channel, and I shall revealing all, well, not quite all, but I shall reveal the news. I could come on there, the naked tipster. What do you think? Maybe a few years back. The naked tipster, or the topless tipster. That would be a good one. I always fancied that, the topless tipster. Maybe a little bit borderline, but you never know. You never know. Girl power. Anyway, we'll leave that for a minute. But let's concentrate on these 4 bets tomorrow. But I shall be back today. Sorry, the 4 bets today. It's that topless tipster that's got me going here. 4 bets today, all on the nose to win, right? And then I'm back to you at Tom Mix tonight with some severe battering of the bookmakers anticipated. And I'm going to go and try and history repeat itself to get 1,000 to 1 treble in. Wouldn't that be beautiful, for Christmas? Well, I'll tell you all about that in a little while. That's at 6 o'clock. But in the meantime, let me give you these 4 bets. Nice winner on FURZIG yesterday. Hope you had a few quid on that one at 20 to 1. That followed up TASHGEEL winning at 13 to 2. Those 2 bets Friday and Saturday on the free service. TASHGEEL 13 to 2, along with Come On John, which placed at 16 to 1. 2 bets both connecting at Newcastle. And I say FURZIG at Catterick yesterday, 25 to 1 into 14 to 1 was a very pleasing result. Hadn't struck until then, but when you strike at 20 to 1, you don't have to strike too many times here. So it was a profitable day on level stakes. I think it was 6 bets, 1 big winner, but the 1 big winner did connect big, and a 20 to 1 winner, and I was pleased with that. That's the key about backing big prices, isn't it? You know, it's all a percentage game, and if you can keep connecting regular, you beat the percentages. The mathematics works in your favour. You don't have to win every bet, but normally I strike at 42% on all my bets. Win and place, and when you're striking that high, it's massively profitable, massively profitable. But a big 20 to 1 winner there for you with FURZIG. So pleasing day. It could have been better, it could have been worse, like always. Right, let's go to Sedgefield for the first of these 4 bets. Remember that I'm going win on these bets. You can do what you like with them yourself. You can back them each way. You can do what you want, but I'm going to give them you all as win bets. Number 6. It's called Myberg. Now, Myberg is trained by Sue Smith, whose team has not really got clicking into gear just yet. However, she has had 3 winners, and this could be number 4. Number 6, Myberg, trained by Sue Smith, ridden by regular pilot young Thomas Wilmer, who rides for the stable often, claiming 3. This horse ran well last time up, get the gelding, off a mark of 86, in a hurdle race, goes over the chase courses today, and I think this conditional jockeys event could be bread and butter. One of the reasons for Myberg's fancy by myself is the step up in trip to 2 mile 5 furlong. I think it's been crying out for this sort of trip, to be honest with you. Been running over 2 miles pretty much non-stop. Did run over 2-3 when it won at Catterick in February early on, and then for some reason Sue Smith dropped it back to 2 miles for the last 4 runs in February, April, May and September. But now it's perfect. She's banged it right up in trip to the furthest it's ever gone. It's never ran this far, but I think it's going to suit it down to the ground. 2 mile 5, and number 6, Myberg, is my idea of the winner there. As I say, I think the trip will bring out the best in this young 6-year-old gelding, and I like it a lot. It's not a very strong race. There is the favourite to beat, which is Rausch's Felix, but you know, for me, the value is with Myberg, and I think 4-1, which is priced at right now, is pretty attractive. Number 6, Myberg, in the 205 at Sedgefield. You may want to back that each way on your own. It's almost backable each way at 4-1. It's a percentage bet. You don't lose too much if it's in the frame. A lot of people have that rule, don't they, from donkeys years ago. You only back each way at 5-1 or bigger, but 4-1's not bad. You only lose 20% of your stake or something. So I'll leave it with you, but I'm going to put it in a win bet in my lucky 15 for a Yankee, and let's hope it can do the trick. It's got a good chance stepping up in trip, as I say. All right, the second bet of the day, that's the 205 at Sedgefield. I'm just looking down at my sheet. The well, let's go to Kempton for the 250, shall we? It's a bit of a match, to say the least, this. And I'm not going for the favourite. I'm going for the horse that's second favourite, To Overturn the Jolly. The horse I like it. It's a 3-horse race, but it looks like a 2-horse corner event. Number 1, Boombawn, is my idea of the winner. Trained by Dan Skelton, ridden by Harry Skelton. This team always at the forefront of the trainers and jockeys table, of course. And I think Boombawn will give them another winner. I've heard good reports about this 5-year-old, very much indeed. It's got the 1 horse probably to beat, which is the actual number 2 horse, which is called Teddy Blue. And Teddy Blue ran well in the Triumph Hurdle last time out. Hasn't been seen since March, but all the vibes I'm getting are for number 1, Boombawn, to overturn the likely favourite, Teddy Blue. But having said that, they could flip-flop in the market, and Boombawn could go off favourite. I'm not in control of that, but the word I'm getting is Boombawn is the one, in the 250 at Kempton. So that's the second leg of your 4-timer, 4 straight win bets, and I'll give you the other 2 right now. Let's stay at Kempton, keep things simple, shall we? For the 5-10 there, and a horse I've had massively good reports of is number 4. It's called Minella Buster, trained by Emma Lavelle, ridden by Tom Bellamy. Now, this horse is going over the bigger jumps, the bigger obstacles for the first time today, and I think it's going to be the making of the gelding. I really do. It's a grand stamp of a horse, apparently, and did win a point-to-point in Ireland, and the messages I'm getting, it's jumping from fence to fence. That's the message I got. It's going from fence to fence at home. It's number 4 then, Minella Buster, and I'm going to be backing that one today to win. It's got to beat the favourite, Go On Ches there, trained by Oliver Greenwall and Josh Gerrio. Sounds like a double, that, doesn't it? It's like a strumming away like Peter and Gordon for the 60s. Oliver Greenwall and Josh Gerrio. They're like a pair of jazz musicians or something, aren't they? They could be, but the 2 trainers, apparently, that's what they are. They're in form, and they could well have another winner with Go On Ches, but I'm opposing that with number 4, Minella Buster, trained by Emma Lavelle, and that will do for me to win on its debut over the bigger obstacle in the 0 to 115 at Kempton. Which leaves 1 horse to go, which runs over there in Ireland, over there in the Emerald Isle, one of my favourite places on this planet. And I shall give you that horse now, and then I'm back to you at 6 o'clock tonight, as I say, to give you possibly something absolutely incredible. And it would be lovely to have an enormous win, wouldn't it, to finish this year off? And we could be doing it on Monday. I tell you, it's going to happen sooner or later. We're going to get the big one, the 10,001 accumulator or the 1,001 treble. It's going to come sooner or later. You can feel it in your blood. It's coming, and you want to be on it when it does, that's for sure. 405 at Nace is my final recommendation of this message. Hope you've enjoyed the message. Have a bit of fun with you and have a bit of well, I have a bit of fun for myself. It's a bit, you know, in this room here where they feed you cheese slices and Rivita under the door. That's all they give you because, you know, that's it. You're trapped. You can't come out this room. So the cheese slices and the Rivita go under the door. And that's a good job. I like that, isn't it? Oh, Primula. I like a bit of Primula spread on the Rivita as well. I don't know if you like Primula or Dairy Leaf. As long as it can go under the door, they don't care. Or Crawford cream crackers or Jacob's cream crackers. Anything flat, bang, straight in there comes your breakfast and your dinner. Amazing. Number 7, New Hill. That's the one. It is the one in the 405 at Naas this afternoon. Trained by Sheila Lavery and ridden by Jack Cleary. Now, Jack's a pretty good jockey, I can tell you that. But this horse, this filly, is ready to strike. No problem whatsoever. Was a bit unlucky last time out, didn't get a run whatsoever, but should be all right today and got plenty of room to manoeuvre. There's 18 runners go to post, and it's around about 7-2 at this moment, and that might seem a little bit short in an 18-runner handicap, but I'd say it was really unlucky. It's very well handicapped off a mark of 7-0 blind 70, and I think New Hill is a filly that's ready to strike, no question, and I'm pretty sure she'll go in today. I like her a lot, and there are a couple of unexposed types in the race, but this one's ready, and it really is. It had 6 zeros before it ran last time out. It hit a 4, and it's got everything in its favour today. Number 7, New Hill, is the 4th and the final bet of this hopefully entertaining morning message. And there we go. I'm going to go and see where Molly is in a minute because she'll be needing a little walkie, although she can't go very far because she's hurt both her legs at the back. She's cruciate ligaments snapped in both her legs. Absolute nightmare. And it's been very, very tough. She's a good old girl and she's very strong and resilient and loves life. She's got a zest for life. And that's what we need to have, isn't it, in this day and age, a zest for life. Well, the lights are coming on. The lights are coming on in front of me, and the fields and pastures and the wildebeest are flying across the lovely gallops here. Not really, not really. I think there's a builder's contractor van coming through in a minute and a Caterpillar truck. And they're building some massive things here, and it's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. You've got no... What can you do? What can you do? Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy it. I'll see you at 6 for a big, big day on Monday. Bye for now.